Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to send salutations to all the Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, exalting the name of Yahweh and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, in truth and in sincerity. All right, so apparently there's a new reality show coming out called The Real Housewives of Dubai. All right, and over there in Dubai, you know, saying they have real strict rules for their wives over there, and they have a certain type of standard for women, and women have a certain standard for themselves. All right, with a certain self-respect on when they leave the house and how they speak to their husbands and things of that nature. Well, this reality show is basically like any other reality show in America where women are fighting, women are dressing sultry, alike, very sexualized, using foul language, rude speech, things of that nature. Not a good representation for women. And there's this video of this man who's a resident of Dubai who has an issue with the reality show. And I'm going to show you what he says, and then we're going to get some scriptures.
A gentleman sent me this trailer of a new series that's supposed to be coming out on the 1st of June. That's called The Real Housewives of Dubai. Now, from the trailer, women that are wearing bikinis on beaches, using the nastiest language you can ever think of. And they're presenting themselves as gold diggers, trying their best to get money from rich men. Now, my wife is a housewife. She does not dress like that in public. She does not speak in that manner. And she has achieved a lot in her life. The housewives of my country are our mothers, our sisters, our daughters. They are the backbone in helping giving our children the proper upbringing. Yes, we are a tolerant country, but that does not mean that others can walk all over our morals and values. And that series does not represent the real housewives of Dubai.
All right, so that's just Esau, man, trying to spit his venom in everybody's culture, man. He wants everybody's women to act like his, man. All right, that's why women who leave those countries, they come to America and they get Americanized, they get Westernized, man. They realize that they don't have to do certain things that they had to do in the other country. All right, you know what I'm saying, like places like Dubai, Iraq, and things of that nature, where they're strict on their women to make sure that they present themselves in a certain manner. They come over here and be hoes. Like that famous adult star, Mia Khalifa, I think her name is. She came over here and she became an adult film star. And they banned her from her country. They said she can't come back. She's over there from I think Iraq or something like that, Iran. Libya. Yeah, Libya. And they banned her. They said she can't come back. Why? Because she would be a representation for women over there, and they would look at her as something to inspire to be. And they don't want that poison in their women over there, man. But America allows women to do whatever they want. Over here, they tell you that there's more than two genders. They tell you that a boy can become a girl and a girl can become a boy. All right? They tell you can do and be anything you want here, man. There's no, you can't say no to anybody now. See, now they made a society where you can't say no to anybody. You can do what you want. It's just like that Aleister Crowley quote where he said, "Do as thou wilt," meaning do as you want, as you please. If it feel good, do it. You know, like the saying goes, "Don't fight the feeling." You know, that's the flesh. So do as the flesh wills. All right, that's what this world teaches, man. To do as that. You got something?
Well, yeah, this is Revelation 17 and 17. It says, for Yahweh, 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. You know, because part of this, Esau trying to do, set his vibration in all these other countries, you know, is going to end up making these nations hate him. You know, that guy, he was what, more than likely what, an Ishmaelite. So he's speaking out against it, like, nah, we ain't with that, you know. So that type of vibration is not gonna, you know, roll with the nations over there in the Middle East. You know, because they still hold to the old ways. You know, which really they got from us, because Ishmael is one of Abraham's sons. You know, so and they're real strict about that. So, you know, Esau's trying to do this, but you know they know what that brings. They already see how these women act in America. They don't want that over there. You know.
That's right. Yeah, because Esau, everywhere he goes and everything he touches, man, it just has some type of venom with it. It just affects you, man. All right, and it's not good for you. All right, this is Malachi 1 and 4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return to build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh hath indignation forever. So the border of wickedness, meaning wherever they go, wherever they dwell, all right, wherever they enter in, it's just going to be wickedness, man. So when they enter into another person's country, they put their flag down, man, and bring their philosophy, all right. Like, you know, they got Starbucks, McDonald's, KFC, all in these other people's countries, man. And a lot of people in those countries, man, they don't like it. But they feel like, okay, well, since America's making money off it, well, then we'll make money off it too. All right? Oh, McDonald's is over 1 billion served, it says, right? Well, somebody's buying it, so let's go ahead and bring it over here too, man. And let's make profit. All right? You know, and now they put all kind of different chemicals and things in the food that's not good for you, and it's killing you, man. You know, it's just certain things that Esau does that these other nations just get down with, man. And they find out that it's not beneficial, man. All right? Just like this reality show. He was complaining about it because he knows it's not beneficial, man. But people are going to look at that and be like, oh, man, because, hey, everybody wants to go to Dubai. Dubai is like the hot vacation spot. People want to go there. All right? It's a new hot thing. And now people are going to be like, okay, this is how the women act? I'm definitely with that. And then the women are going to be like, shit, I mean, if this is how it is, and we with it too. Right. That's just Esau, man. Esau's just wicked like that.
Yeah, by the time you know it, shit, because of this, literally because of this vibration that they're pushing, the women that live there, that see it, they're going to start wanting to stand up for their rights. Mm-hmm. Build up this fake scenario of they're being oppressed when they're really not. You know? That's what happened. Hey, a lot of these modern women are more miserable than traditional women. Traditional women were just really more happy, and all they had to do was stay home, cook, be there for their husband, you know. But they're gonna make it seem so that they could see, like, oh, look, all these women, they're having more fun, they have all this freedom, and the women that are being there, you know, are being told what to do by their husband, aren't gonna look at it as oppression. And by the time you know it, just like it happened here in America, slowly but surely, they're going to start losing their morals. And then you'll end up just having bitches over there in Dubai, in the Middle East, just twerking and shit.
Right.
You know? But this is Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and right grievousness which they have prescribed. Now, right now it's just a show, but eventually it will lead to that. See, you gotta take in consideration the way Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, works. He works with gradualism. He'll do this first step slowly, then maybe a couple years do something else, a couple years, until what? Eventually he gets what he wants. You know, and eventually he's gonna make it to where, like, now because of this show, these women are standing up, and then he's gonna be like, oh, well, look, they want rights. You know, you gotta give them rights. If you don't give them rights, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. By the time you know, he's gonna have his foot in there, and the whole thing that happens with every country he steps his foot on, you know, destroy it morally and physically. Mm-hmm. It says, you know, so the scriptures say, to destruction to them that those do those type of wicked decrees, man. It says, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. You know, that's eventually what they do, so they could have an upper hand over you. They know that giving them rights the way they do brings nothing but wickedness, you know. they know that they can have a bigger advantage over the territory when they push things like this. You know.
Yeah, Khan. It's all about power and them spewing their philosophy out, man. All right. It says this is Isaiah 26 and 10. It says, "Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness? In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly." It says, "And will not behold the majesty of Yahweh." So if you even give him righteousness, he'll ruin it. All right, he won't learn it. All right, he'll just go resort back to what he knows, which is all wickedness, and that's just anybody, man. All right, any type of wicked man is going to resort back to his wickedness if he doesn't want righteousness, man. He's just going to do what he feels, man. All right. So these wicked niggas and Esau and all these other nations, man, they don't want to be righteous, man. So if you give them righteousness, they're gonna shun it away, throw it away. They don't want it. All right. So nowhere he goes or anywhere, he just wants to spew his unrighteousness, man. And these people don't want that. People see what America is like, man. All they gotta do is go on the internet. I mean, even a little bit of homo action in that movie, Doctor Strange. Just a hint of it got it banned in Egypt and in other countries, man.
Because a little leaven the whole lump.
That's right.
It might seem like, you know, you might think, or a lot of people might think that we're overreacting, but that's really how it starts. Mm-hmm. You bring that little idea to somebody, and now that idea starts growing in there. You know, and then eventually it becomes worse and worse and worse and worse. Look, perfect example is America. Now these women went from, you know, being shy and all that to completely exposing themselves in the street.
That's it.
You know, and being proud of it at that. You know, promoting that type of behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
All right, this is and then perfect example in the scriptures is the book of Esther. All right, when the king basically gave a command to his wife, all right, and she refused him, man. And the rest of the princes and everybody were a little afraid, like, hey, man, listen, if your wife, the queen, acts like this, and she's the queen, what do you think our wives are gonna do, man? So they were a little afraid of that, man. So when you do stuff like that, man, it trickles down, man, and they even knew it, man, back in these times. All right. Yeah. This is let me see where I start. Let me see. Right here, 11. Okay.
All this eventually is gonna start confusion. It starts a bunch of problems, man. Mm-hmm. You know? And at the end of the day, Esau has no right to be saying anything like that. A man could treat his wife however he pleases. Mm-hmm. That's his wife. Who are you to be like, oh, that's wrong? You gotta let her have rights. Like, nah, like that's her. That's his property.
Mm-hmm. This is Esther 1 and 11. It says to bring Vashti, the queen, before the king, with the crown royal, to show the people and the princes her beauty, for she was fair to look on. But the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment.
Right. If I may say this, when you read that story, the king was he was like basically throwing a feast. He was showing everybody his provinces, what he owned, everything. You know, just look at all my success. Look at everything I've accomplished. Look at all my years of conquering, and look, you know, just showing off to the people, right? And then also his wife had threw a little party with other, you know, woman, you know, around the same time. And then when he already, you know, was nice and you know, had a little drink, he said, oh, you know what, bring my wife, I want to show her off too, you know.
Mm-hmm. It says but the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains. Therefore the king, very wroth, and his anger burned in him.
Right. And she just refused to go with it. It's not like she committed adultery or did everything. A lot of people at this day and age, oh, he's overreacting. She could have been, hey, nah, you're not. Fuck that. He commanded her, hey, come here.
Yeah.
I want to show you off, and she refused. That's a big slap in the face.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
publicly.
Mm-hmm. In front of everybody. You know, so when she refused, it was like, whoa, what the fuck? You know, especially at a time like this when I'm showing everything off and I'm, enjoying my whole thing.
Mm-hmm. It says, then the king said to the wise men which knew the times, for so was the king's manner toward all that knew law and judgment. And the next unto him was Karshina, Sither, Admatha, Tarshish, Meres, Marshina, and Meucan, the 7 princes of Persia and Media, which saw the king's face, and which sat the first in the kingdom. What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to law? Because she hath not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlains. It says, and Meucan answered before the king and the princes, Vashti the queen hath not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes and to all the people that are in all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus. All right, because they were realizing that all the women are going to do as she did. All right, verse 17. For this deed the queen shall come aboard unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes, when it shall be reported the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not. All right, so her refusing that commandment goes to show that, hey, man, it'll trickle down, man. Then they'll refuse their husbands.
Right. Like, oh, damn, she was able to treat the king like this?
Mm-hmm.
My husband ain't no king, so how much more can I treat him like that?
That's right.
You know, but if I'm going to get this right quick, to back up that point, this is Galatians 5:9. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. And that's what they understood. So they knew what kind of things that those type of actions could result in. So they had to do something so that they could stop it right then and there. Because if they didn't do anything and they just let it, as if eventually that what they said that would have happened. More and more madness, more women, bucking up against their husband, leaving them, disrespecting them, And according to the scriptures, there's supposed to be order, when it comes to within a man and his wife. The man is the head, and she is next after that.
All right, so that's the lesson right there. Hope you're edified. So with that, all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim throughout the 4 corners of the earth, exalting the name of Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahushai, in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.